welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I'm going to go for the little wriggler, that is Raheem Sterling. His small frame and pace gives him a real advantage over bigger, slower defenders. And his turning sharpness is another very tricky part of his game, and he's a handful.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Fernando plays it out to the wing. David Luiz positions himself well and cuts it out.
Well, the fact that we haven't had an attempt on goal is becoming an embarrassing reflection on these teams.
Missed by a fraction. Fernando. Looks like a good ball through. It's a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. And it's Sterling. Matic. Pedro, aim forward, chance! Company gets good distance on it. Steele, well played. Looks to slip it through. Willian. Oscar gets his foot in there. Willian. Matic. Has a hit! Done very well to intervene. And we've reached half-time. How would you review the first half?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
And it's Aguero. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the ball as possible.
He's had a shot! Loose ball, who's going to get that? Defence has got rid of that. Gave it a go, but off target.
That was a very decent shot from distance. You know, a little less strength and it might have just dipped under the bar. Good effort though.
Willian with the ball through. De Bruyne. Out wide to the right. David Luiz knocks it towards the front. Zabaleta floats one over. They've managed to get it away. Hoists it high. Iheanacho looking to get on the end of this. Matic. How about it? He's got away with one there.
Yeah, and it's very good play to force the initial error there. That's what created the opening in the first place.
Matic is effectively being marked out of the game here.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
Into the channel. Yaya Toure. Out for a throw. Checks on the touchline, a change about to occur.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Diego Costa battles to win it back. Willian is on his own. Goal!
And you can't but admire that from a player from whom we expect to come to the fore at crucial moments. Doing it, however, is another matter, and his influence just grows and grows.
The vision wonderful, the technique perfect.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0. Company can hoist it clear. They've got it back as soon as they gave it away. And that is that. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it, but that was enough. So a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly, once all the pleasantries are complete. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begg.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I've got to go for a man who rarely makes a mistake, Thibaut Courtois. A great shot stopper, but then again, so are most other keepers. But what sets him apart, for me, is the way he commands his box. And that he does with supreme authority.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Shoots! It's come loose. That's offside. Yes, it is. Zuma. Oscar. And it's Ivanovic. He's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Willian. It's a loose ball. Darren Fletcher keeps good distance on it. Still goalless. Raspilicueta. Azar beats the offside trap. Can he score? Willian. That intervention was very necessary. It's Pedro! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Leon. Chadley. Craig Gardner. Pedro. Now the pass. Oscar. Can he find a finish now? Nicely controlled. What a hit. The save was firm.
Yeah, we love a trier, Peter, but it has to be a far greater quality to beat the keeper from there.
Chadley. Brunt. Chadley. Brunt. It's a long forward pass. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. And that'll be the final action of the first half. After 45 minutes it is still goalless. Change perhaps after half-time.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more energy and invention early on.
And it's Oscar. Who's going to make this theirs? Good clearance and very necessary. Craig Gardner battles to win it back. Well, they can break here. Well, the odds were right up against them, but they saved themselves with some very good defending.
That's very well played. What a good solid tackle that was. He knew his team were vulnerable then, and something had to be done. Great commitment.
They are working very hard to get it wide now, Jim.
Yeah, that's true.
And is that how you're seeing it?
Yeah, I think they've decided to concentrate on working the flanks to help the production line. It's where the room is.
Brunt. Oscar with the ball through. Willian. Oh, glorious footwork. Speculative strike. Craig Gardner. Chadley. Craig Gardner. Matic passes it through. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, the keepers these days have done their homework. 1-0, never any doubt. Oh, never in doubt.
Well, that was a big pressure kick, and he didn't let his team down. He took that so calmly.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0. Now it's Gardner. Tries a through ball. And it's Chadley. Danger averted for now. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it. Hello and a warm welcome to everyone across the globe. We should be on the way very shortly. The players will be with us any time now. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Harry Kane merits a mention. What doesn't he do well? Leads the line, drops deep.
He's scored!
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at him. Or perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Now it's Costa. He's had a go! Just off target.
Oh, he couldn't have hit that any better. Any other time it would have sneaked in.
That's one way to make your presence felt.
Well, he went at it with great confidence, and it's not going to stop him from trying again.
Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Mikel. Willian. Had a shot. It's missed, but not by that far.
Well, for me, he had a very decent crack at it, but it has to be said that the odds on those from distance were never really that good, and you'd always favour the keeper in that instance.
That's a half-decent try. It's Mikel. Danger averted for now. Mikel. Pedro. That had to be more accurate. Tried to play it through.
The idea was good though, Peter, and I like the run that triggered the pass, but the quality was the problem.
Back to the keeper and go again. Aim forward. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Willian. With the ball through. Oscar. It's Oscar! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. How would you review the first half?
Well, you can debate, Peter, whether they deserve a slightly bigger lead because they've created the majority of the chances. But they are in front for a reason, and they'll be confident of cementing that from now.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Mikel. Azpilicueta. It's a long forward pass. Pedro, and it's Azpilicueta. Tongan cuts it out. Keeper's got good distance on that.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Azar, aimed long and direct. And he's there to hoof it away. He'll try from distance. Get a throw in. That's not going to make it. Looks like a good ball through. He's through and all alone! That's gone a long way up and away. good throw at all, really. He's given away possession cheaply. Costa. And the through ball is intercepted. Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the ball as possible.
Alderweireld does well to read it and intercepts. And it's Dele Alli. Played out to the wing. Dele Alli! Cahill gets good distance on it. Son Heung-min has a go! And that's off target. Who's going to make this theirs? There is the final whistle. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it, but that was enough.
Well, once they got that goal, I just thought they were very dogged in seeing the game.
The warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And that gets things running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I'm going to go for William. Brazilian flair and European discipline. He probably should score a few more, but he delivers what it says on the box. He's bright and imaginative, going forward, and committed to getting back.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Van Ginkel! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Zuma knocks it towards the front. A win here is so important to their ambitions. It's playing on the right now. What's on? Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Ivanovic. Pedro plays it out to the wing. Who's going to get there? Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, for me, he had a very decent crack at it, but it has to be said that the odds on those from distance were never really that good, and you'd always favour the keeper in that instance.
Ivanovic with the ball through. Looks like a good ball through. Looking to shoot! And he duly delivered.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Well, look, you've got to start your qualification process at some stage, Peter, and that goal is takeoff for them.
No, that's not the ball he wanted. Looks to slip it through, and he's onside. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Aim forward. And try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. Pedro. So they got the only goal to make it 1-0. Tries a long pass towards the front, and here's the chance to counter. Tries a through ball. Shade too heavy. Keeper could pick that up.